ever again I meet him, he's mine, or I am his.
This is Greg Ellwood from Awards Campaign on HitFix, and we are here with Ralph Fiennes, the director and star of Coriolanus. Sir, I have to ask you, you've had so many probably opportunities to direct a number of films, and you decided to go with not only Shakespeare, but a very daunting modern-day take on it. What was your inspiration, and what made you decide to go forward with this project?
Well, I played this play Coriolanus on stage about 11 years ago, and it was doing that really that it sort of stirred me up to think of it as being a film. A drama, I think, always has very strong political resonances. It's about the sort of crisis of authority, about the continual dysfunction I think there is in society between the people who govern us and the people who are the governed and the governing. And at the centre of it is this very high-definition, sort of confrontational protagonist, a warrior, a soldier, a man of extreme pride and extreme courage. So I think Shakespeare's the stakes are very high and quite risky dramatically, because he presents the audience with this sort of very, very resistible confrontational figure who then leads you to understand that he has this sort of extreme form of integrity or honour. With John Logan, the screenwriter, we sort of pitched our ideas together and came up. I pitched to him this modern setting for a Shakespeare play, and he then wrote this extraordinary screenplay reflecting these ideas.
It reminded me sort of like, it seemed inspired by sort of the Bosnian Serb sort of, I mean, is that a wrong take? Or maybe that's just
a wrong take. We shot it in Belgrade, in Serbia. I mean, I went to Eastern Europe to look at places where we could afford to make it. And I looked at Romania as well, and Croatia. Belgrade was the capital of the former Yugoslavia, now the capital of Serbia. It's a big city, has a sort of weight to it. And in this story, it's set in quote-unquote Rome, but it was never going to be Rome, Italy. It was the idea of a modern city. And in fact, at the front of the film, there's a card saying, a place calling itself Rome. And in fact, the wonderful Serbs who helped work on the film, when they first saw my proposal and I had a little mood reel, they were saying, but this is our story. They've had so many traumas of authority in their own history, you know, in both directions.
Well, how daunting was it to make your first film on such a grand canvas? You've got huge action set pieces and, you know, very dramatic scenes, including yourself. I mean, you're the center of the